when God was silent, but still there. It was a quiet morning in a small town in the north of England. The sky was grey, and a soft rain was falling, like the sky was thinking slowly. People were walking with their heads down, holding warm cups of tea, moving through their day as usual. On a wooden bench near a bus stop, a young man sat alone. His name was Alex. He was 23 years old, but his eyes looked older, like they had seen too much. He held a small piece of paper in his hand. It was wet from the rain. He looked at it again and again, but he did not read it anymore. He already knew every word. "I don't understand," he whispered. "I really don't." An old woman slowly walked towards the bench. She wore a long brown coat and carried a small bag. She looked at Alex for a moment, then sat down beside him. "You look tired, love," she said softly. Alex gave a small smile, but it was weak. "I am not just tired. I am lost." The woman nodded, like she understood something very deep. "That happens to people sometimes." Alex looked at her. "Does it happen to you too?" "Yes," she said, "many times in my life." There was silence for a moment. The rain made a gentle sound on the ground. Alex spoke again. "Can I ask you something?" "Of course." "Do you believe in God?" The woman smiled, not quickly, but slowly, like a warm light. "Yes, I do." Alex looked away. "I used to. When I was a child, I believed very easily. I spoke to God like he was my friend. But now—" He paused. "Now I feel nothing. Just silence." The woman looked at him carefully. "What happened?"
Alex took a deep breath. "My mum passed away last year. She was kind. She helped everyone. She prayed every day. And then she got ill, very ill. I prayed too. I said, 'God, please help her. Please don't take her.' But she still died."
His voice broke. "So I stopped talking, because it felt like no one was listening." The woman did not speak for a few seconds. Then she said quietly, "I am very sorry." Alex nodded, but his eyes were wet. If God is real, why didn't he help her? The woman looked at the rain falling in front of them. That is a question many people ask, even people who believe very strongly. Alex shook his head. "It doesn't make sense." "No," she said gently. "Sometimes it doesn't." Alex turned to her. "Then why do you still believe?" The woman smiled again, but this time there was a little sadness in it. "Because I have also lost someone." Alex looked surprised. "Who?" "My son," she said. "He was only 10 years old."
Alex's eyes widened.
That's very young." "Yes," she said softly. "Too young." Alex hesitated. "Did you feel angry?" The woman nodded slowly. "Very angry. I shouted, I cried, I said, God, why did you do this? I did not pray nicely. I was not calm.
Alex listened carefully. "And then?" he asked.
And then, she said, one night I sat alone in my kitchen. It was very quiet. I was tired from crying. I had no more tears. And I said, God, I don't understand you. I don't like this, but I am still here. And if you are real, please stay with me, even if I cannot feel you.
Alex looked down. Did anything happen?
The woman smiled gently. Not in a big way. No bright light. No voice from the sky. Just a small feeling, like someone was sitting with me, quietly.
Alex was silent.
She continued. From that day I did not feel happy all the time. I still felt sad, but I was not alone in my sadness. Alex looked at her again. How can you be sure that it was God? She looked at him kindly. I am not sure in the way you are thinking. I cannot prove it, but I felt peace, and it stayed, even on bad days.
Alex thought for a moment. I don't feel peace. That's all right, she said. You don't have to feel it now. Alex sighed. I want to believe again, but I don't know how. The woman looked at him with warm eyes.
You don't have to start with big belief. Just start with a small, honest sentence.
Alex frowned a little. What do you mean? She said, You can say, God, I am here. I don't understand, but I want to understand. That is enough. Alex was quiet. The rain was getting lighter now.
I feel strange talking like that, he said.
That's okay, she replied. You are learning again, like a child. Alex gave a small smile. I liked it more when I was a child. It was simple. Yes, she said, children are very close to truth. Alex looked at the piece of paper in his hand. The woman noticed. What is that? She asked. It's a letter, he said, from my mum. She wrote it before she passed away. Have you read it? Yes, many times. What does it say? Alex took a deep breath. She wrote, Alex, if you ever feel alone, remember that God is closer than your breath. Even if you don't feel him, he is there. The woman smiled softly. Your mum sounds like a wise woman. Alex's eyes filled with tears again. I didn't believe her when I first read it. And now? Alex looked up at the grey sky. I don't know. Maybe I want to believe her. The woman nodded. That is a good place to begin. The rain stopped completely. The clouds were slowly moving, and a little light came through. Alex took a deep breath. Can I try now? Of course, she said. He closed his eyes for a moment. His voice was quiet but clear. God, I don't understand you. I am still angry, but I am here, and I don't want to be alone anymore. He opened his eyes again. Nothing around him had changed, but something inside him felt a little softer. I don't feel anything big, he said. The woman smiled. That's all right. Sometimes the smallest change is the most important. Alex nodded slowly. A bus arrived at the stop. The doors opened with a soft sound. The woman stood up. "This is my bus." Alex stood too. "Thank you for talking to me." "You're welcome, love," she said kindly. "Keep speaking, even if it feels strange." Alex smiled, a real smile this time. "I will try." She stepped onto the bus, then turned back for a moment. "And remember, you are never speaking into empty space." The doors closed and the bus drove away. Alex sat down again on the bench. The sky was still grey, but there was more light now. People were walking faster, like the day was waking up. He looked at the letter once more, then folded it carefully and put it in his pocket. He whispered, "Maybe you are right, Mum." Then he sat quietly, not in heavy silence, but in a softer one, like someone unseen was sitting beside him, not saying anything, but staying. And for the first time in a long time, Alex did not feel completely alone.